Nahana bophelo wa gago botle ge ke fetsoe ja. Tshwantse ke share le go singing.
Yeah.
Fetso.
Now finally you're in the level of like sharing your place.
Wa mona Van Damme o shapile stretch da. Ke khawane le stretch zela sa Van Damme. Go fixa plate.
Welcome everybody. We're live on the Joint Podcast. I'm with my guy here, Fish.
Yebo.
It's Unkopete over here.
Yebo.
How are you feeling today?
Ke monate wena.
Oh wow. Wait, Brayaga.
O motle jwa.
Thank you.
O tla bile ke bolela le Joyce o motle jwa.
But like we are celebrating, Women's Month and Miracle. I'd like to give a shout out to Fleurdelis Beauty _ She beat my face up totally today. This is wonderful. Go ogara agina onsa akitloki edit. Ke sharp ke motle ke le bana ke ro boss.
Ke live Photoshop.
Ke live Photoshop. Yeah. Editing put to the physical use. So we're celebrating Women's Month, and I'd just like to appreciate all the women in business, Mosadi, Utwara Tipa, Bukhaleng. Mosadi is the reason why everyone is here today, including yourself.
Sorry, ke nyetse. A be ke le bana ke nyetse.
Yes.
I'm police. Ke serious ke nyetse hona no as not the ring akae me nona ka ba re ke minyane so ring a illegal.
Oh is ile for the resizing
wa tlhalwa ba di not re na le ka tjego re na le ghost ya shucks as a ghost re tsa revitsi bya revitsa the hand ke le tsogo mara ga o thesa betheng le tsogo
dango
wanswa
dango
yeah hola my boy.
I'm not enjoy boss. Like a boy.
Nearly one weekend how.
Hey, we are actually I'm not enjoy it. I'm not applying it. It's not a man in slow young peggy. It's a easy split with the game. Monson get check or flop on any but I feed on a little leg.
Wait to feel a sharp.
I'm not applying.
Do you tell me answer fellow?
Wait forever you not a blind. Even speaking of that too, I want to ask you guys if you could estimate like how much do you think the industry is worth, the cannabis, right now?
Worldwide, nationwide.
Let's talk about global.
Hey, got a multi-million. I don't think if you clear $1 billion industry, I'm just using dollars as a benchmark. So because awareness, there's not really much awareness about the benefits, of the product and the usage in some districts, counties, municipalities, whatever, the laws starting they differ. So it's quite
I think
challenging.
Then I think it's difficult to like base more. Like I say base more. Or correct me if I'm wrong. Rebase mo mo batho ba legalizing or obolela as a whole illegal.
No, actually talking about the legal side. Like when as in we legalize you globally, it's gonna get same treatment as tobacco, same treatment as alcohol. It will come to the point where you get it from dispensaries or suddenly bottle stores. It'll be the similar
like a dispensary. Yeah.
So if you check like Makatewa US, they've already moved to that level already, but dispensary, so you can get it come cool. So once you beat that level A, that's when we can actually talk about it. But globally right now, I can say few countries already legalized it to level A.
So bila nto mpotsanya gore government no e shapo re be high.
Dog,
ke ntho e bolela ga bona gore
no remember
so ke tla go itse gore ke for di we say medicinal or ke eng
medicinal.
No remember right now
mara no here bolela ga utsuba ba no gore government e ready gore re be high.
No remember recreational use to the same thing applies to it as alcohol or for instance, tobacco.
Right.
Same rules apply to it, just as it will apply to weed once you get legalized to that level. So for now, it's still only level recreational. It's not yet defined properly in South Africa. But it's a good example. In America, it's legalized in the way recreational use is actually some people actually get medical cards for that stuff. But recreational use, you can get it from the dispensary. You go to America. For instance, there's some states in America, so only California, to mention a few. California, I think it's also Chicago, Washington. I think it's Washington. So once you come to dispensary, you can get there. It's only like 6 hours. We are down, Peter out, I'm 5 grand. Sativa, again, strawberry cookies.
Yeah.
One way.
Yeah.
Understand? So once you put a level of South Africa, like marketing will be huge.
So emo guy no.
Now right now it's estimated to be around 13 billion.
$1 billion industry in Kenya, literally undermined it. Wow.
And projections that they know, so for 2028 they're looking at it to be around 220. I think around 222 or something like that billion by 2028. So you can imagine already.
So it's actually gaining traction.
Too
basically.
Much. So get over ish. I see my cheeky, but get to look out for that stuff. Because the community is going to be moving very, very fast.
Yeah, I mean it's big right now. I was buying Vaseline, ne? But Vaseline, the brand, not the petroleum jelly, the lotion, and then honali Vaseline herbal, ne? No promo or anything, but honali Vaseline herbal, and it has a bit of cannabis, kamkhar. And also I mentioned, I think 2 episodes ago, there's some hair products also, that cannabis. So I mean, and I'm also shocking myself why I'm undermining it since I got products. You understand? But I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, first of all, it was classified as an illegal substance because I feel I'm going to be a bit controversial to what you were saying. We can access it like we can access alcohol, we can go to a bottle store. First of all, alcohol was not initially illegal. Was it?
Yeah, it was actually.
Really?
Yeah, there was a point where actually there was a prohibition of alcohol. If you check, I think something in the 19, might be mistaken. Let me not put up the dates just for that to be But like actually there was a time when alcohol was prohibited. You couldn't sell it, you couldn't distribute it, you couldn't produce it as well. Up until the point of okay, like right now, this thing in the military value to even the government.
Economic growth.
Yeah. So I understand that no, this thing I in Leon. Same applies to tobacco. 2 million of this thing that's why even tobacco used to be advertised everywhere.
And tobacco used to be advertised everywhere, but now there is a bit of a prohibition certain places or a certain media spaces shouldn't be occupied with the marketing of tobacco.
So reasoning
it has health detriment, basically,
But for me, fine because of alcohol, like for healthy, it's up for health. Okay, red wine we know. My favorite.
Almost, not 100%.
Yeah, I got my glass of wine.
Yeah, remember we have to talk about responsible use of the substances. Not only acknowledging or referring to you're allowed to drink it or
but for me, unfair for market the tobacco. If ever Okono who advertise alcohol the way he advertising because of Leona in a lady health risk. Yeah. So if ever Okono advertiser, why was tobacco? Obvious
not suitable for persons.
Yeah. While tobacco is at any more marketing. Like it's advertising and then it's one like no Rothman's car Hunali Kalim Bargain Kalim
Little
Cup.
cup, yeah.
Yeah. Kalim Cup mo go PSL. Sorry, Masai. Yeah, so issue again na then the alcohol brands bona Heineken pusha UEFA. One of the biggest tournaments mulfatsi.
Yeah.
It's a football.
Yeah.
Mare ukono advertise amko rata. Like how level it's a game like by advertise a million times. Mare vanun tobacco. I get for na get ho right really. Mare I want to balance it down.
I think I might have an idea why Bapusha Ramuko. For instance, cancer has always been there, as a disease. But there was a time when you had an outbreak thing, like a lot of people were actually getting it off of tobacco use. You understand? So once that thing in the established, okay, like you much about totally also I check out cancer, lung cancer, for instance, ne? I check, okay, are you a smoker? Yes, tobacco use. You understand?
Yeah.
A lot of them came through. Yeah. With them tobacco use. That's why in the I'll take your eye, man. No, this thing. It's clear, but once you over to this thing there, I like you to get cancer. You understand? So once in Lamco, a lot of people, but they protested. Alright, this thing because I cancer, people actually putting up there, live on the bottom not like that. You understand? So you're not they fought against that thing up until to the point where right now, as you see, it's not being advertised like it used to be back then.
That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit.
Speaking on the case of tobacco, I mean, I think a few years back, I was in varsity doing my second or first year. There was this motion that was put out for now the boxes of cigarettes are not going to be covered with the brand name, but instead they're going to be covered with pictures of the health detriments, like how livers look when you smoke. You know,
yeah.
You know, I'm buying a sickness, I'm buying a health, hazard or something like that. And then it just fell off.
Like
I mean, okay, now I'm not a smoker, but it would work. Considering
Let me talk as a smoker.
Let
me talk as a smoker.
Okay.
I smoke tobacco and I've been smoking tobacco for the longest time. And I can tell you, I've met different people that's one quiet and they'll tell me the same thing. Dog, we're killing ourselves. We know that. Boxing away. So putting up lungs more on our own, so sad, not really. Not really. We two are still, I know. I don't talk to one guy I didn't know and thought that ain't over. We all fucking know. There's a possibility of over that. You understand? So I don't think that thing could deter anyone from doing it if I want to hear.
Marna phone disgusting. No, like Joe. Harvey this. I love on packaging alcohol.
Proper and
you look attractive.
Blind.
Like what?
I give Fene Mare okay, level the advantage are castle light. Have I been let that drip?
Or it's a savannah.
It's a savannah.
You know the comedy thing that they bring into it.
Yeah.
You know? And it is sponsorly a comedy show, or Savannah itself as a brand in a comedy show, right? Yeah. So I mean
So imagine no imagine no vanumba every time advertise what take a sale. That's funny that day.
It can't be there.
There was something
that's funny that day.
on Facebook or Twitter, but why are breweries advertising their brand with people who look sober? King, so I mean, I understand what you are saying.
Yeah.
And
but remember, they still push that thing. Responsible use. Don't think it's not responsible use. Yeah, you abuse the shit out of that stuff. That's what I think it's saying.
And it will have brand like no one don't need model take a sale.
Yeah,
because of how it's going to be sexy though. It's like we buy a no.
Yeah.
Like like live na be.
Speaking about sexiness, back into the women empowerment and women in business, I just like to address that. I recently launched my lingerie undergarments brand called Putty Ways. Okay, we're gonna put everything Putty Ways. So it's basically my name ke Onkgopotse. So the lost 5 letters of my name ke Potse. So it's Potse ways. You know? So
Hey, Mari, it sounds. Hey, guys.
Potse ways.
What do you like in Nafel?
Utleleng.
Pussy West. Okay. So how do you do really? I don't think Unkuputse unahane libito la hefe.
You never know.
Me saying underwear or lingerie.
Undergarment, ne? I don't want to just classify it as Yabasati, ne? Although my slogan is dress your inner goddess, ne? So basically what I'm doing, I'm trying to let women regain that confidence, all shapes and sizes, you know? No matter if I'm thick, you know, petite, or I feel like I have a small butt and big boobs, or small boobs and a big butt, and I feel like this won't look good on me. So basically I cater for all sizes and shapes. We'll drop the links and everything, including my wonderful makeup artist, down below in the show notes. But basically what I am trying to do is reach out to the whole audience, Yavasad, you know, showing them that you still have that goddess in you. Unleash it, you know. And again, I love being sexy. I love being exquisite. I love being seductive. I love confidence. I love being a woman. I love everything about Busaj.
Shout out to you.
So yes, all the details and everything will be down in the show notes. So ladies, we are celebrating you this month. Stay strong. Stay, you know, put where you are. Don't let anything shake you. Don't let this whole, you know, scandalous things that we hear as GBV, you know. Don't let this whole scandalous thing we hear as you know, internet bullies putting and shaming other women down. You know your purpose. Everybody has a purpose in life. Fulfill it. Be yourself.
Shout out to Unkuputse. Okay, sharp. Marhar bulele ka confidence abasadi. How feel got confidence al na bantu Thomas guy. Okay. Get happy. No. Don't get me wrong. Get happy. Get happy or basadi. Especially shout out to you. Shout out to Mugele for the makeup brand and whatnot. One time, Mare, how to see come qualify till I'm gonna be like height like our side. Get to my feel like I'm masculine too much. One time, like when I went into lead household, let's wear everything, though. Let's wear everything. Let's control la magie. Let's wear a sake.
Okay, now.
Okay, Women's Month, how to celebrate them by side, guys. And then GBV, how to mo dai khutles. Mare, the issues stadiums.
What do you think about GBV?
Nah.
Yes.
Mare, no, Mare, it depends. It depends. Or how do I feel? Because of.
What is your stance on everything? And I also want to address this as a female. More a male.
So yeah. GBV ke the gender tse two he di lwana or ke because hona who push you at side ya majita or rala abuse, right?
Okay.
Or get toxic masculinity and whatnot.
I mean, there's a lot that comes with it. I wouldn't say it's opposite genders fighting. It can be, you know, now we have the LGBTQI plus community that are dating. You understand? So I can't say it's between a man and a man, or a man and a woman, or female and a female. People have different, you know, pronouns, so to say. I get everyone what they can a pronoun. So just the violation of myself unto you. No matter your pronoun or what you view yourself as, or you classify yourself as, why does it have to be that way? The violence
Okay,
What do you think about that?
No, I get happy ka obviously GBV to healthy GBV. Mantala mare ke kona understand that like the side is two. Side tsa ba side le side tsa bana.
Okay.
Ne. And side tsa bana ke sa rateng ke like power we user. Mantala but toxic masculinity we user. Mantala mare ke kona tlhalohanya part ya hore why these things dira hard.
Does it have to have a reason?
No, mare like her ka bla net mo tla meteng hona bana ya mo releng hona bana ne ka this GBV thing. Ho blame wa bana ho feta basadi.
Okay, let me take sorry to who kena malganong ne. Who blame wa bana ho feta basadi sharp. On Showmax recently, Mohale on record was speaking out about Somizi. I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know how true and the validity of the whole documentary series is. But basically, he said Hori, he was being abused. This was made known to the public. Okay, it's no secret.
Yeah.
So I don't think Hori, like I mentioned before, Muna Tumusati. So in that case, yeah, the scenario Emohale are feeling Hori. No, Somizi unkile 1, 2, 3, and Somizi's friends knew about it. Somizi's friends who are dating women, Somizi's friends who are openly gay, dating men, also knew about it.
So ke ona da ene ke bolelang. Wa bona like here celebrate Women's Month so. Ke rata here empower basadi ba tshwana le. Ne, ba ba tshwana le the lady bontle. I really new makeup. Because of why like the empower hore ho sanna le motho le to control life out. So I think GBV le re ka lebella maybe a situation sa mohale le so miss. Ke zaga
Power trip.
Wantala o mongwe tlhasna zaga o mongwe tlhana le zaga. Ana le power ke man, ana le zaga ke. We show ke man ke so miss So hona no le hona dilo tse he di rahala. Allegedly. E khawata mang e khawata Somizi and e khawata Somizi bag e lo rona ri hape Somizi ga lusa di sponsor and what not wa tlala ha o lusa sake baya because of motho iwane lo rona le issue why dilo tse di sa ba sa di delele tsona go side wa ba issue ka hape ke this cancel culture wa tlala
We are canceling this person.
ke jola lo eno na no re na le di issue wa re sa delele tsona like why re sa police station wa re sa involve the lawyers wa tlala. So for next seems like if Mohale okay I can way bulela ka re ke side le Somizi if we enter mare if Mohale nana le issue why as I raise go ka re bulela ka monna le monna a ke ha no
in the documentary they asked Mohale Hori, did you report?
So dambuzo re sa Somizi fitla
I don't know, but why? I don't remember the guy from Showmax who was giving him the interview and leading the whole documentary series. But Mugaiwa Montoro, why? I don't know. I wouldn't think it would have been believable. The Somizi Musongo abused me. You know? So, like I mentioned before, a power trip.
exactly.
Maybe Nataba is Erikesar Otava. Maybe Nataba Hore. Kisomizi, Anantaba Gumira. Okay, Somizi Unali Chelete, Somizi Unali Mad. With influential people all over. You understand? So, I mean, it is what it is. And my brother, I mean, it was also said that how they met was a fan and celebrity relationship because how they met, Mohale came there for a book signing. Nana le Kaznahai. And then Kaznahai na signed a book, including himself. And then Somizi told the cousin, I'm not going to sign your book until Mohale was on the phone, and I'm not going to sign your book until your cousin is off the phone. So the whole relationship was fan and celebrity based. So it became this whole thing. This fan was dating celebrity, basically an idol that he looks up to. You understand? So
ke power trip.
it's a power trip.
Ke power trip.
And it comes back to the main topic, GBV. Power trip, like myself. I am not I'm not in that situation, but I'm just saying as a woman, let's say for example, I'm educated, but monna arunwa ke batla mosadi bo bereka. Ke batla mosadi o nna ko hae. Now I'm gonna work, I'm gonna bring in all the dough. You're gonna raise my kids, you're gonna do everything sharp. You need to know how to make a experience. Agina yona dololo because monna umbulizori hlala ekhaya. You understand? So now munna wira wishy. You know? GBV dun. And then after mo agina that power. I can leave because I know I won't be financially sustaining myself. Which comes back to the case, why didn't Mohale report it? You know? Why, in this instance, an example that I'm giving, this woman cannot report whatever's going on is because of financial stability. Number one. Number two, bana. So, I don't know what you gents think about that, but...
Ne, marge ke daide, bo. Like, har ka bolela nnete ne, in society. Problem ka agree or problem ke bana, especially ha tla mo GBV problem ke bana wa ntlhalwa mare mo lo re tshwantse re deale le di issues tsa bana la re cancel wa ntlhalwa bana re na tlo me baya wa ntlhalwa bon age bo ish kore agenya ke nne gare ke sekona bana ka this thing ne mare bana re na le di issues tse deeper than outside abaside. How to like economically.
Men are not open.
Are open like from a young age. Like from a young age, ba chaila monore. Jo saka. Olela monale. O taba strong. So ilebele so. Monale. Ke chaila ke oledi. Ke chaila ke time. Monale le magogo le sestere ne ke a hola ke nna teenager ke kra cherry. Cherry aga yang abuse emotionally. Ngwandlala. He ke rothisa e1 ba re monale. Ke chaila ke girlfriend yana. How to mo oro voice le how hola ona young adult or whatever. But like no ke tra ho ba like ho voice the issues tse ke na le tsona mo relationship be. Ba sa dile na le sometimes mo lo mo le na o sharp. O sharp. Mara o sharp. Ngwandlala. Because of if on chaila hore ke sensitive. Finally, ba se ba ra to chaila ba nore. You are not too sensitive. So now we deal with this. From ki utlwa from a young age ke sensitive. And ke try who fix a deal between na lwena. Maro nchailo ke sensitive. Bana bang okay, nage lucky enough because of azanga wantlalo. Mare who difficult if musadi wa child or sensitive. Like difficult blind. Bana ba re need a therapy. Mare in a black community, leona therapy. Re feel like is sensitive.
Do you know that joke? Barry, okay, you are telling not really a joke, just a black joke, so to say. Okay? Barry, it's about black people. Barry, maybe when a therapist, hey, maybe you tried to commit suicide, or you're going through some things. Hey, what's suicide? Why you understand? So things like that. I'm not saying the whole black community is like that, but we need to stay woke.
Yeah, Mara struggle.
Therapy is needed. Counseling is needed. It's a thing.
Okay, Mara, I want to key issue like I want communication amongst the black people. Because for example, it's one like growing up. Kishore kabu baya salra razana mo situations or maybe pull a game I was strong one time then hunna le case or bom mabo bana le ba pregnant bom mabo heba clinic ngwira hala ndi nestel ya baroa le palla go tswalla di rupetsa like a life re phela mo yona dog re tlo have a sex like
giving birth barco it's not even alleged. I know someone who has been through that. Giving birth at a public hospital, ne? So I could say you're supposed to obviously open your legs, but yeah. Now when we rawana no buti mouth, what about mentality?
Why one?
Yeah, that kind of treatment.
So when
have you succumbed to that?
Do you think white people will go through that with this? Have you tried to get pregnant? Baba like
In the lap of luxury. Listen, baby, I am relaxing. Even white people like water births. I'm chilling in the water. There was this viral TikTok video of. It's fortunate enough, to our topic. It's a black woman who was giving a water birth, and a medulla, but the medulla was like out of. Give me medulla, guys.
Oh, black God.
The birth trainer, whatever.
Yeah, the birth mom.
Yeah. It's a medulla. She was giving birth basically, and she took a video. In the water birth in her own bathtub. And I was like, wow, black woman. You defied all odds. Because Batwana no Musali how wants to have a water birth. Hey, why not drown?
Oh, I want. So get the issues step by her ka blani. Do wana ha communication. Get the issues step by. Like it's why lona GBV ka se stop. Hello ra dilele le bana. Encourage them by therapy. Because if go deal with the issues taken a little or legally issue when on child sensitive, no withdraw from argument. One time, can coil them raw and then kikam ko magital amang, not all any kinano babalaki. I don't think kinano monomoon, na personal feel or monomoon o capable. Ho ba one time who trapa fasa one time who is shapamanya like so shapamanya man who is shapamanya because of one time because of bohalwa musaibu mumlumu and bohalwa munna mumato.
Back to that topic.
One time
I want to share something that happened to myself during the week. I had a small argument with my partner where he was not honest enough, and I was like, why the dishonesty? And I blame myself for that because he was like, I know your response was going to be negative. I know I know chica, whatever word I want to use, and I felt so bad. And I understand what you mean, hore basadi revile. But I mean,
and imagine happen her move out go the family in like go to your mama ya papa. He move away from days. Then gonna someone and tell the very same thing. One time like guys like how go to someone. Obviously, hona mulao. Ke sala mulao morao. But sometimes you can break mulao. Because mulao wala bis, arga sebele man. Yeah, mulao wala bis. Like wala bis on time. Ke tlhobola batho, ke di shamo ke di shile mulao wa ding ke a tsena. Then ba o chika. Wa thala. E ba o chika ba like fuck. Tsatsi le ke nna le ntwa. And well, her na le ntwa tsa rena dirang. Majita mabaya jo, her na pleke tsa rena. Jo tlo ikra batho mo. Na personal. Okay, sleeper saga say why. Oscar go bathroom. Say why. Every time ke batla na say one guy is or se seng tshwantse so go rooming. Wa ndala ke phela.
Ke pero o tlhobola bya sleeper se mo se seng o se bya.
Wala lo shower no tinta. How tinta sala sa wala go khulego. Then wa enjoy life. Ma ba lo ngeke nna le cherry.
Mata.
Bon, me part 2. Like which one did like waja o lebeletse movie ke lebeletse movie go mnatela ka ja yi e fetso je movie dlala ma 2 hours ke shile plate ka 2 hours. Bobon sentse se fatlhe no 2 hours. 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 2 hours No ke problem as masepa dog like bro nahana bophelo wa gago botle he ke fetsoe ja tshwantse ke share le go singi
yeah
fet
now finally you're in your level of luxury your place
wa mona Van Damme o shapile stretch da ke khawane le stretch zele sa Van Damme ko fixa plate oh mapile no ne Van Damme have a stretch ke moment a go phosa Van Damme a butsi maoto bjana and then ga ilo fixana le di plate da one
listen
come on guys
listen this is my thing not like believe out like you what's kitchen in jagane ke play ke mkomu mo ke mo chia ba rate ne but once is out you iphana go kata so o tlo jump ne danger once you fit kitchen in le school jaga o khonelo tsa ho ka clear mind to mona
okay my king question
nice
question nice good well location nice
it's a problem again bana ba no
Money.
send ke Spanish asiko kitchen see yes go kitchen in school but this is here
yeah ke lebeletse movie fit play daga ash ke lebeletse stretch sa Van Damme stretch sa Van Damme se fela ko cleaner di play no ke lebeletse movie ke bele play di ena le di sauce cherry wa tsena khale go chaela ka plate ya ha ke ba like mama zala number 2
Can I give my honest opinion? The same way you are saying utsile mntlong ya mama Zala in the lap of luxury.
yeah
Ke motse wa gae. She has her law and her order. The same way your mother instilled her law and her order. Ko motseng wa gae. O wena no dulang ko.
Wetsi ntwe fine ka basadi for nna ke eng ntwe fine ka basadi go re ona le lotse lo re la dira le lena ne tsa tlhaka sa play ene mara ga se mjita complain
Like
what's the complaint Lehon first question is out what's the complaint
no we say hore one thala ya o tlatsa dikamo go bathroom ene wena we say hore didn't temporary dog like o fetso kama la ile ro didn't o tla cleaner if re na re le two ana bana o tla cleaner ha tswa Spanish o jaitso ya Spanish ate o irile plus o itse sa ibe kra ira makeup le mo spilling sa koloi mo traffic so if we irile go ntlong o tlhaka ntsi over like ajo le wena wa tsena o ira tsa out how complain how go wela bill o gra clean wa nthala how gra clean no ba like pop-ups on a floor ke lebeletse movie now cherry ya tsena ke tlhoile dilo tse irahala or batho a ke mara jo ke no chief da le a ke tshwantse ke apare o bia go kiela gate nang go sama ka maoto ko apara slipper sela if se go bathroom ke salata go bathroom ke betha se ko kiela gate ga wa D2E or ke ka mkho maybe dinang ke sha go bathroom ke sha se yi like really like guys yo like for humonate who relaxa on tla a gere ho nne byalo ho nne le mafele
listen Mr. Lex mo monjaga una le some aspects tsa bophelo ne re tsore basadi ba romang anything like that ne ma pila they're trying to align you to be proper mo mojo le tinitse mo yeng ha tsena to mo yeng ha tsena gra plate lo ntse mo ke botlaso
ba nyaka ba
listen I'm gonna let you finish my baby ke botlaso njaka ne so ajo mo tsona o di develop la hapo like okay talk if you are able to dress nicely and represent yourself proper or dress nicely why don't you do the same with your home
okay muhumuzi o iza tlhalanya ntwe one a kere mojita a be plate in that today in that tomorrow ke tla chief that Wednesday wa tlhalanya ke lebeletse movie dog ke tla chief that dire or even le lo re ke cheats on a Saturday ke shapa a leg breakfast yo ntwa gira makanda ka yeda gira le diviana gira lo mama e kwetsera renga e bya da ka lebella the joint podcast ka iketla awa ya ka ke lebeletse the joint podcast wa tlhalanya so ke lebetse joint podcast una le biana ka da tsaka itse ke dirileng ka breakfast cherry wa complain ke tsamile mo sna dibia dog o vaile vele o sna dibiana ke fatso o ja so every time ke clean no my dogs tsantse na go tseng tsantse relax wa tlhaloganya relaxa o enjoy meal wa hao o tlo di cleaner di bana tseo a kere di be till ka osane wa tlhama no har sa actang kare ba fit come on ba sa nice thing that ba ira delivery
Listen,
ya ola le rena nkopotse maka ba ira delivery
listen. Now for me, I start with basadi or anything. Now like in most topics in my life, and I've learned or economic descent. It's a basadi or men or ne. Because you know that out of both genders, there's certain groups who behave like this and who behave like this. They're similar in their behavior. You understand? For example, if ever you are behaving like a paha, it's not to be explained later. Later, explain later. Paha, people like a paha dog. I don't know paha, you know, I don't know paha, you know, specific to basadi or paha.
So if kitlo la di bana on tsa ka re paha
Some paha more. Never know already chilling.
a ke radi dog
I don't know lines.
dog how kopana le nna ke clean right
Man,
I'm a bill question naga heke how kopana le nna ke clean right
Yeah.
maybe ke nkhale monana
Yeah.
wa nthala ke di represent that way wa nthala so heke le ko ntlung yaka ke chitse ko spacing saka
Yeah.
o ngenapi
Hey, dog.
a di o tlile ke itseng ko mathomo
so your space.
a ka bolela hape le ka hore share di bana for 2 days wa nthala
But eventually it goes.
o jaga 7 o tlampotsa ka 5/7 ke tlhatso di bana
Eventually it goes to a point where once you're able to leave it for 3 hours, 2 hours, 4 hours.
wa itse
5
3 hours ke nako nyane bana dog
Yeah, when you're but eventually it goes
because
there.
he is literally saying like if when I get work your private space obviously when I limit he's saying exactly that maybe utalimolao
okay ha re
okay
ha re bolela ka molao
want order
okay ha re bolele ka tseo tsa hore lona la di etsa da hute sta o sha miriri mo basin lo mamang o vai ke tlhalohanya o sha the whole day o salushile through o clean ka 5 okay sha like di bansa ke se tswa ndi irritate ka because di block me phone nako nyane e nyane la like it's not like ke di tlohetse ko di tlhatswa re fetso jadi tsa bosi wa nthala jo morning for nna ke itsa hore ke 6 to 12 wa nthala before tseo ke dinako tsa baloi mare 6 to 12 ke jaga 7 o ka se expect hore ke tlhatswa ibana ka 5/7 henga di tlhatswa ka 10 ho bete wa nthala ha
I go for solution. Every time you hold, you follow the lesson maybe on this. Once you finish the job, how she are called drinking will be a couple of Moscow. I should move it. Level move. But I feel better called drinking. Move it.
so happy guy
Isha, I should have it.
offer a solution
kenya go tlhalanya ro happy ka
I'm
solution
happy I'm not happy
okay my babe before ka ba happy okay before solution is sale har dile ka ya miriri ya miwiwi
okay mo bro
yeah yeah
okay now I don't do that
Lena I might not maybe no can know scenario because of I know people okay now I do it okay I do it mare har bile ka hore wa una le batho ba itseng ba khonetsa okay har bile ka transiem side okay har bile ka transiem side transiem
I give you a personal attack because how can I win it wa shema transiaka boy
ke ntwe wa bona okay it's one like onna le cherry le shara ko leiwa wa nthalwa dog di cherry anya go itse gore ke trends ya high or like share o tlo di kry di batho am trends o tlo kry di extra something small fats ka mo trends not everyone no right the majority na ba se ba baya ba ke ba itseng or ba sala ka ba bona ba shia dilo ka mokoloi so no ke issue hore sometimes o ba like ke tlhatswe koloi e shapa ke and henze na go e vaya re tlhatswe koloi on a Sunday henze beke vaya hu irahalang una lu share di batho una maybe one drop spine una lu share di batho o share body slippers o apara bo di stiletto tsa high I spine mbi mare di a tlala di batho da ejo rena majita re khone tloela slide on sorry I see issue that much mare for basadi that's why why nka tloela o lady ke lo nyala o lady on tsana ke expect or mosadi ka understand hore
listen
jo re tlo relax ai dog ke paradise
there's something from conversation from sentence with no so ne until listen no so jack like utlwela who you have flop on Jack? Something to correct that movie now. And then once you move from your mom, partner your house up. I guess almost life in other you also correct her in her wrongs for the partner in the prop. So then that's also correct in your wrongs. And then Joe, another aspects about like as no to like personal hygiene, not to marry the high, you understand?
Problem or I say I get or why ele pro otambotoro foshia sebiana sa furuhu for 3 hours e kosa mafele like mafele. Yeah, okay, iraba. Margin o tlhalanya gore le fele le kosa ke 3 hours ya sebiana. Like le fele.
Fishy, let me tell you something,
come on, guys.
To wrap everything up as massage. Like I mentioned before, if I'm moving in with you, my old lady, now everything will cut it. Home over in Lina, my old lady 2.0. I'm the one washing your laundry. I'm the one cooking for you. I'm the one so the same thing I said, Mulao ke waka. Mulao ke waka ka mohara lapa la. No,
Mulao kwarina. Hona banung cause of hona banung ibile dideni e50-50. Le dize 50-50. Mulao kwarina cause of if ngerle re bolela ga mulao. Nna go tse ya mulao o. Mabano gare no re mo bophelo ba 50-50. Mulao kwarina. And na bona how move in lena. Okay, I had move in together. I can go ira ga move in lena. O ga re ke tsa power ntla. Had move in together. Ke tsa gore ke paradise. O ntla ke paradise. Ona lo tse dintse. A ke diri ka bomo like dog. Like nga shi se biana for modern
taba e personal.
E personal.
Ya se biana e personal.
I get ke no bolela ka yona. No, it's like go tabe. No, it's like go tabe ya GBV. It's like go tabe ya GBV. Like hore arkono jo. Ke tla go old lady. Nambo tsore ke sensitive. Hona no le mosadi o nna 2.0. Mo lo reng ke nana ke krele paradise go teng. Mo lo reng ha re relax ha re tlhalohanyana ha re ithute ke ithuta wena o ithuta nna re ithuto phela together re enjoy life ba no no ya re phela life ya no nkare na ke prison since ke hola to go nna le motswa ka sa le prison ke ba like kande se bjana se ke shianeng yi hape ke dream go shia se bjana yi for 3 hours e fela move fela ha fetso fela ke setlhatso se shine mara mo se lo nkomanya that's why sa phile ka mundlu that's why sa phile ka mundlu
okay.
And then la complain or no kande banna why ke nyatsa motho mara phela ishile ke le one go surely one because ke go shia se bjana da isho ka ke se bjana
so go majiteng o shia dilo fe
majita e bile bona he ke ja le majita re fetso dlala ball a ba re fishi tsa mtlhapa matso re ja ka ona matso a rena ke motshweremo a sweta
let me tell you majita won't hold you tight at night.
Yeah, that's why I get that's why get clean as bjana sele e fetso clean as bjana sele mara ke sanya go ntshware ke spela ga bomi bile se bjana sele
Fishy, let me tell you something ne no offense to all the males in the room
angana offend ka je ke
Banna
la basaya
le bana. Let me tell you something. Men are kids ne monna o sana hana ro mosadi kena a lela sefubeng sa monna na mosfubeng baby no come shapo baby ina 1 2 3 baby business ela baby tender ela baby motola mara baby ka ko
bona
dabra ku snukeng baby
asomaka her tshwere ke flu re bana her na mathata go spanning re bana o ntlhala mare le go ke nnang ke ya ngwana ntlo le ke shese bjana se
Fishy, let me tell you something. Him and Sadie Ali married with 3 kids. But how many kids do you have? Out of 4. Why be 4? Kindoda. Monna. Kingwana. I don't wanna lie to you. And kamko onyoko bulelang hore onyoko shese bjana onyoko mosadi o sale mora o tshwana le ngwana. Tama wena lerato tsamirang ira homework
ke expecta hore he ke shile se bjana da mosadi a chile ile nna re feletse mo
a lebele se bjana se o mella
ke tla se beha motsa sa tafula o ka ba happy
ka go botsa example
no mara GBV tla go se beyaneng momotse GBV e tla go di beyaneng ha re ka nna honest GBV e tla go se beyaneng GBV e tla go sela ke shile mo le bading ke tsena ka room GBV e tla dabra yaka re palla re tshabe bolela di GBV I deep GBV ke ntho nya mara problem gore ka hore re palla go dila le tsone le nya jo okay
those one they get can't be man because of no so go no go pinyela u play like so nja ana any way to justify violence against anybody listen to me a ona hore o kotle ka hore history ya e mo di dirisa a o tsa eng ba tlhabe ha o mira e I don't to justify violence coming from both genders on tala I told you to that if I'm a fool kana
okay mara har ne realistic so har ne realistic he hona ba nong like re bla ka trauma trauma ya banna artwan trauma ya banna ba bang e ba lidela da wa tlhaloga e tshwana le basadi like basadi ba bang trauma ya bona e ba lidela hore ba bize basadi banna emotional wa tlhaloga ke here ka nna realistic re tlo somewhere somehow hona batho ba ba react to die with this so har sa itsang hore violence ke ntho e holo agere obviously result to violence all the time wa tlhaloga ebile sing not even how wa tlhaloga mare here sa deal le issues tse so ho tshwana le divorce rate e ka fetsa ke yona da ena hore di cherry o treat like me wa tlhaloga ke tshabetse me ke nna hore ke paradise hi mare ka hore ke 2.0 e ka re leadela to divorce e re go example di side chick ke eng into special guy side chick are no honest
but for peace of mind
ene asta ba tsor ba bialo ke taba tsor ba dlala game right wa tlhaloga side chick a ke re sa mathomo he go complain ka girlfriend ka o tlo bona ka re di out ka first time e re ke sa nna girlfriend ta o ntwe nga hirang go bya sfatlho mo fatshe le bola go dimo go nyela
So,
one tell her.
Is it a question? I'm gonna say you represent all women on earth, ne? I just want to hear your point of view on this one. So, do you think it's possible for like a woman, for instance, to not have those mothering instincts or like natural munna higher, for instance? Is it possible for it to happen? I know what's your munna chila na mutwela njana na teni.
Mare mapel before we recall kopela sarge radicilana ho tlola ai singing na person ke ra like huira da hu testa hore for moment o rile a wa phutha dilo tsa hao sa ira ga re motho ke radicilana ke moment for moment o for batho ba bang ba impatient so ka mo ba leng impatient ke mo le rong o nna le di label
Okay, to answer your question, for now personally, I feel like it's impossible. Mosadi o belege ka ntweo. And you know, it's an instinct, man, that you always have. Hore things should be in order. Especially how like some of us you know, married couples. Some of us are single parents, but what I'm always going to preach and say, what's happening, and then it shapes and molds what the child is. So if we're not umunna and I'm still going to have that same virtue. I'm still going to have those characteristics, except we are lovers. Exactly. I am not an adult figure.
Mare ergire point here, ne? Any kagralo 100%. And shout out to Basai. One time I give you goddess. One time life without Basai, kemawaza. One time Mare, honali like Joe, har fanning credit. One time, lo en hot go contating or coming and lena no go amuhela mo space inside. So we zorka frostana. Wantala like banna re khono frostana simbu butle do mare re khona amohela dilo tse le reng a re di rate Steve like mosadi a ka gain weight o ka kopana le mosadi le slender a gain weight mara wa ba like Joe ke mo
Okay, that
frosta
depends.
Listen.
Sorry.
no mara ke bolela mo tabeng ya hore are try ho enforce that ya bo timer all the time it's one like who push hore we ready na go push hore we ready wa nthala ka motivate hore we ready wa nthala es mon tsantse go motivate hore we ready timer how wow force hore we ready ke tshwana le bo old lady dilo tse dintse ba re force hore re dire of which hore ka itse ke lesson wa nthala ke lesson mara flopo gore ka hola le nna I'm becoming my own person wa nthala so if ke tla mo spacing sa how as mosadi ya ka wang amohela ke expect hore on amohele le makwanyana ao a se le makwa maholo wa nthala as much as le rena banna hona le jo ba se bana makwa mabaya
Yeah.
like amabaya
That's perfect.
exactly wa nthala yeah mara flopo gore a ngere magnify di dem
Okay,
ba se bana le makwa mabaya ne
Before we wrap up, let me ask you a question, Doc. Do you believe in continuous self-improvement as a person?
exactly my
You
boy
do?
yeah
And do you believe, for instance, I can point out right now, Doc, saying, like as I told you before, you can leave that dish for 2 hours now. That 2 hours will increase eventually, my friend. I can tell you. Procrastination is a disease. Once you you put free fuel into it, it's gonna grow. Want to lie? So the more, listen, you can look at me with a face, but I'm telling you the truth. The more you continuously pour into your thing, the more it will become a part of you. So as Mosadi Azamal, can be munna in a relationship. As an improver, the next partner, like dog. Women don't be like, oh, what will lead on to this? Zama move away from that. Let's practice cleanliness. Like that.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Be beautiful.
Precisely.
nah that's cool
Nice.
for nuggets cool already like for nuggets cool already like Joe wait see Joe na losing the temporary guys ke ntho ke trying ho bolela hore dilo tse di temporary it's one GBV guys it deeper cause of ke trying ho bolela it deeper cause of the traumas wa nthala the traumas tsa batho ba babedi ko mosaiteng ya mosadi ke di traumas tsa hae tsa bosadi ko saiteng ya monna ke trauma mara he ke kopana le mosadi re ba ithu har buildane pila without mothering and fathering each other wa nthala ke ntho ke trauma bolela ka like as much as tshwantse ko lene till I die tshwantse ke lene hore o motho mo ba till I die aka tshwanne no give up wa nthala aka give up pila nga se re that's why go botsa hore divorce e khonira ke dilo tse nyana why because of ra give up la wa nthala it's why le GBV if one give up ela hore ke character eso ke tlhaka trauma eso wa nthala if I don't know why overlook in fact something deeper is irahala wa nthala
I feel some things cannot be overlooked. They require attention. So to close everything off, ne? Because re thomile go sibianeng and I feel like sibiana seo se sinyane se re se go gole. Basically, referring to Women's Month again, mosadi is power.
yeah
I've realized hore most of what we have been talking about is the power a woman has over everything. You know, the influence, not even power, the influence a woman has over everything. So you know what, happy Women's Month to all the women out there. Stay strong. Kopela le sa rasetsa banna baluna ka sibiana, you know. Go easy on them over tshare. It's what, you know, it's what you want. You want that comfort space. Don't be too harsh on the tongue. It's one thing. I also mentioned my experience, you know. And you know, let's just be calm, tranquil. Re ditsubeletsa felo, re chile. But anyway, any comments you have, drop down below, guys. It was lovely.
Oh, before I shout out to Mob Justice. Yeah, anke ka para so my guys. Banka pesi. Banka pesi. Money man Leburu. Wira branding we shop blend. Ke Marabi online boutique Mob Justice. So go balele, let me check it out there. And
Instagram.
Okay, and bargain. Happy Women's Month. Basadi ya. Topic ke nana. Kopeletswe le pele ke khwedi ya basadi. Ha re tswe le pele re I think herka aina this thing ya basadi le banna. Re tlo ba mo plekeng ya. Yeah, ga le mara okay before Majida she has to be on for 3 hours. As a flop.
O level stretch sa fanda.
Yeah, as a flop ga le